hole of Onondaga right there for spear points and arrowheads. And I'm gonna get a fire started so Leah could cook. Right off the ground, there's a few pieces. I'll use this one. The striker. Little piece of flint. So I think what I'm gonna do is hold it like this. I don't usually hold it like this, but I'm gonna hold it like this time. We'll see if this works. Because most of the sparks fly up. All right, so we'll fold it. We're gonna fold it like that. Piece of flint. Flint and steel. Fire going. Alright. Past 2 times have been hard. Something wrong with my char cloth. Yeah, it got wet and then I tried to dry it. We're good. Alright. Yeah. Alright, you could do the rest of the bigger wood and then...
Yeah, I'll just make a frame for silver pot on it.
Alright, I'm gonna do some of the napping vid. We got some nice camp wood.
Make a frame for...
Yep. Alright, have fun with that. You good? Looks good to me. Straight across, straight across. Do it again. Almost. Oh, yep, it did go all the way. There. I'm gonna hit here and see how this looks. Looks fine. That looks fine. See, like, I mean, it's really almost across the whole thing. Looks good and sharp to me there. Okay. Leave a tiny bit in to keep it cool looking, like that. What do you guys think? Creek Rock, Onondaga. We will heft that and test it out. Whew, just in time, the sun has gone down. Look at that. See those overshot flakes? Hit at the right angle with the right force, almost every single one can be an overshot. And it really thins it down really fast. Alright guys, just finished making this point on camera. It has crystals in the base. And then Leah prepared some pepper campfire meal. Look at that. Charcuterie. Some water. Some lanterns, the flint and steel stuff that I just started the fire with. There's the wood. And there's quinoa cooking. Look at that. And I just filmed right there. So we got the cheese, we got the pepper, we got the salsa, we got the drinks, we got the charcuterie, we got the adobo and the salt. Adobo, look that up if you don't know what that is. We got the spring water, we got the other cooking stuff, the lantern, the flint and steel stuff, and she's got the spear point.
It does smell like
Sniffing
oil.
it.
That's weird.
Too close. What do you think?
It is very sharp.
It's
and it's
extremely
kind of like
sharp,
sparkly.
right?
I don't know if they'll be able to see that.
It's got shimmeries in it.
It's really sharp. Oh my god.
Made a little Dalton.
Yeah, that's scary. There you go.
And food is quinoa is cooking. Just a little bit of firewood. And this is where I just filmed all that. And I still got a whole bag full of rock. Look at that. Alright, so I got the pine pitch. I got the sinew right here. I'm gonna soak it in some water. Put the point into the dart. Fit it nice. Melt the pitch in there. And then wrap it a little bit with the sinew. So I'm just gonna do that, and then we'll let it dry overnight, and we'll test it in the morning. The sinew's in there. Got this with pine pitch. See those glimmers in it? Look at that. You might want to just straighten out a tiny bit. Sitting flush in there. It's not too deep, so it might detach, but that is okay. We're just testing durability, sharpness, and how it works. I'm gonna add that. So, it does not look amazing, but the pepper from the farm stand here is like the best pepper I ever had. This is delicious. It's a little bit too much cheese.
Oops. Ew, what are you doing?
We also got a, it's showing how stringy it is. I could tie the spear point with this thing. Okay. We also got a tomato from the farm stand. And I think she brought the quinoa. I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna eat this.
That, whatever the heck that is.
Chunky salsa.
Whatever that brand is, it's so good.
Alright.
Casa Mamita.
I gotta charge up the phone. I just wanted to show tomato, green pepper, cheese, and a little bit of quinoa. It's amazing. Amazing camp food.
Salsa.
Oh, and salsa mixed in. Okay. Catch you guys later. I don't know if that's gonna come out. It's kind of dark.
It's dark. Yeah, this is like one of the nicest state parks I've ever been to. It has so many different amenities.
There's a lot of people
all over
around.
the place. There's as well. Everybody's been so friendly.
Yeah. Exception one, but I'm not going to talk
Exception
about
one.
that.
There was one exception. Tomorrow we'll check out the nature center. They have a museum.
Yeah, there's a nature center. There's a museum. In one of my videos from last year, I did a tour of the museum, and I uploaded it with Ken Wallace doing a video. There's a video in the museum. Ken Wallace, who's goes by PaleoMan52 on YouTube, and he actually narrates the video for the museum, and it's pretty freaking awesome. So I'll clip in that video from last year up in the corner here, but this video is a little dark, so I'm gonna...
Yeah, if you are out in this area, this is the state park to go to.
So I let this sit up there and it dried pretty nice. Dried fast. Jerky gave me the idea. Alright, giveaway contest. All you gotta do, number 1 through 10,000, and tell me your favorite rock and why. And that's it. Winner will be chosen at random with a random number generator. And then, depending on creativity, you might get extra points. And that's it. You know what this reminds me of every time I come here? The edge is right there, cliff. It says it's 550 feet down. And every time I go over to the edge, all that I could think about is the very first time that I threw a dead wolf off a cliff in Skyrim. Right here, check it out. And that made me laugh so hard for like days. Just the wolf spiraling and spinning and hitting the rocks and falling all the way down. Hilarious. Made little splat sounds every time it hit. Okay, enough of that. I just had more ice cream. Let's Dough Buffalo.
Round 2.
From the stand over there, but I wanted to show these about 100 years old shelters with still working fireplaces. And I guess you're allowed to just set a fire in there? I don't know. Where's the blue jay? Hi, Sam. There he is. Right there. Where? That's a chipmunk. Here he is. He's missing his tail. No, he's got a nub. Something thought his tail was a worm. Oh, that's what happened, I guess. He's running for his life. There he is.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 blue jays.
We're watching a battle of Mother Nature here. Blue jay chasing another blue jay, and a chipmunk chasing a chipmunk with its tail ripped off. Where'd it go? Blue jay. They're everywhere. 225 feet. The Wolf Creek drops 225 feet. Timberwolf dug its dens in the valley's gravel banks. There he is. Last word.
You can eat that, right?
Yeah. It's too high. Wow, what a good trip. 10,000 subs. Video's getting more views finally. Getting some good rock. Getting cut really bad. Look at that. Ah. Doesn't look bad, but it's deep. Puncture wound. It says new skin. First aid antiseptic liquid bandage spray. Maybe I'll put that in my description for my napper friends. I'm just parked on the edge of the cliff here. Leah's going to look. I'm trying to wake up. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to stop at a few spots on the way home to try and collect more rock. If I see anything good, I'll film it. Let me know if you guys watched the whole thing. If you did, write full stop in the comments. And this will probably be the end of the episode here. Just go back to the middle if you missed the contest rules, the giveaway contest. I'm going to give away a box of the rock that I collect and nap. The stuff that I nap. I'll give away a medium flat rate box of that stuff. And one of my blades inside. You just got to go back and find those rules. And do that. And it will be chosen with random number generator and extra special prize for anyone who wins with a really good comment. So, comment. Discover the park's fascinating geological history. So this is a good piece for flint and steel fire starting, for those of you watching that are interested in that. And if you find a piece that has enough flint in it, get your striker and you can start a fire with your flint and steel.
Show it off more.
So there's slate and shale mixed in here. Little pieces. And it has layers. So if you find, I don't think there's going to be a hammerstone here. I'll try this. But I need a bigger hammerstone. There we go. So this stuff can flake, but it's going to come off in layers, like sheets. And I actually just saw in a museum a point made out of this stuff. An arrowhead made out of this stuff. I'll clip that in so you can see. Cool. You hear that sound? That sound that you just heard, the animal sound, is a chipmunk. It means he's startled.
They go, ah!
Yeah. The doot 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 doot. That's a chipmunk. Gotta clip one in.
Hello. Aw. Don't worry, I'm not gonna mess with you. I'm leaving. Look at all that white clover.
So this is a good piece for flint and steel fire starting, for those of you watching that are interested in that. Sometimes you could find these little pieces of flint along rivers. And if you find a piece that has enough flint in it, get your striker and you could start a fire with your flint and steel. This edge here would do good, this edge here would do good. And I could actually demo that if you give me a moment to go and get my striker. Little pieces. I'll look around a little bit more here. There's little pieces. Alright, I am in the middle of the wildlife refuge here. It says road closed, bridge closed, so we can't drive. any further into the wilderness. However, I pulled up right here, and there's a bone right there. There's bones. Little bits of bone. More right there. And then right next to that is little tiny pieces of flint. Even here. There's a bigger piece right here. Look at that. So, crazy. Just in the gravel. Alright guys, it is getting late. I lost track of what day I'm on here. This is like day 6, maybe 7. This bridge is like sketchy. I don't want to fall in the swamp. What do we got here? Swamp. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Let me know in the comments if you are, and what else you would like to see. Definitely chime in. I really want to hear what you have to say. And don't forget to hit the like button. Helps out a lot. You'd be surprised. Like and subscribe. Okay, guys. Hey, gooses. Coming out blue on the camera?
Yep.
I can feel the mist from here even. This one's further away. The other falls look bigger. It's just because I'm further away. So right here was the rainbow. So I'm standing in a rainbow. I feel the mist hitting me. It's cold, there's wind, and there's awesome rocks right there. I think that's limestone. I can feel the vibration of the water from up here. But there's a water drain. Right here and here.
so loud.
The rocks. Smells. What does that smell?
River.
Smells like. No, it smells like when you wake up in the forest and it's a misty morning, like in a pine forest.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
That's what it smells like. Ah.
That mist. It's very cooling.
Cool. Welcome to Letchworth State Park. This place is pretty big. Like if you look at the map here, the river flows through the whole center of the park. Pretty beautiful. I've only been here once. Here's the info. Donated his 1,000 acre estate to become a park. It's 14,500 acres, 17 miles long. Grand Canyon of the East. Discover the park's fascinating geological history. That's what I am here for. One of the things I really love doing is just driving through areas and looking at the landscape, kind of imagining how things used to be thousands of years ago and how much wider these rivers probably were, and just being amazed that they named it Oil Creek. I don't know why you would name it Oil Creek. I guess if Oil Lake up there, I don't know, I guess it just makes sense. I don't know. See, it says Seneca Nation Oil Spring Territory. Oil spring? I don't know what that means. Does that mean there's just oil flowing out?
Maybe.
I know nothing about that. But that's one of the things I'm saying is when I'm just driving through areas, like just driving through, I learn things. Because, you know, when I pause, I'll go look that up now on Google and be like, what the heck? Oil spring. And then read about it, and then I got all information about this area too, and then I could map that away in my brain. But we are going to the land of rocks, and I have a good tip on where there is some good flint, so hopefully, I don't know if it's reachable, but we'll see. Autopilot. I sleep now. Good night. Alright, we just crossed the New York border. We're in New York now. And we managed to get gas for $4.32 at the Seneca gas station.
That's like 45 cents cheaper than everywhere else.
Yeah, I don't know how it's so cheap, but it was. And there was big lines for it. So, awesome. And now we're in the town of Allegheny. We just entered it. And I'm not really too sure where we're going yet, but today looks nice. It's hot, and we got stuff to do. Let's go. New to the channel, I had thyroid cancer that's what was wrong. They fixed it 6 years ago now. They took it out. I'm good to go. I have some side effects, but I'm still doing this kind of stuff, so I am good. The way they found the thyroid cancer was whatever I did to my shoulder that day, I went and got a MRI scheduled at a spine doctor. I can't think of the name of it.
Orthopedic?
An orthopedic doctor wanted to do an MRI of my shoulder, and when they did the MRI of the shoulder, they saw the cancer in my thyroid. So then I never got my shoulder fixed because I had to go get the cancer fixed. So now I'm trying to fix the shoulder, and I'm in physical therapy right now. I have a week off from physical therapy. They canceled, not me. So I figured I'd come do this and film.
Well, this was its own kind of healing.
Yeah. I always want to go in, but the fish. Fish chasing little fish. Alright, let's go make sure we aren't getting towed. Because I hear,
yep.
I hear a thing.
I think another thing for me is to come to beautiful places. I think that in this modern world, you need to take time for that. Jay just talked about exercise and your physical health. Take care of your mental health too. Come to beautiful places. It is so refreshing.
So the other app I recommend everyone to get is the iSeek, I-S-E-E-K.
I'm gonna come around this way, the glare.
iSeek and iNaturalist. When you zoom in, it'll tell you what you took a picture of, whether it be a plant or a bug or a snake or an animal, whatever. And then you could hit view species for learn new things. When you hit view species, it brings up all the about information.
Cool.
Creek rock, creek rock. Messing with creek rock as usual. I made this. It's gonna be a separate video. Lots of damage in that thing. I got around a lot of it. too much battery, unfortunately. This stuff, crummy. Yeah. Wonder if I have enough time to pressure flake stuff. Too early for a live stream. I don't really see anybody hopping in. Best time to live stream this stuff would be, because can't really do it at night when everybody's home. Supus. Should probably be using indirect, but don't really feel like it. trying to see if I could pressure flake this stuff into something usable. Probably. Stuff is hard to pressure flake. I'm gonna fix it up real quick with indirect and pull it quits in a few. Super low battery here. Just try to thin it. Nice little point. Trying to see what this stuff's capable of. Okay. too much more on this one. Alright. Cool. All different kinds here. Keep looking. Got two pieces here. Got this, which is definitely flint, but it's not such high quality. That is flint. It's just damaged. Let's see if I could get this piece off. Cool. That's a weird looking flint. There we go. Yeah, flint with damage. Does not seem to be an awful lot here, but I did find some here. It's small pieces, small cobbles of extremely high quality stuff. I wonder which way it's coming from. The river's flowing that way, so it's probably coming from up there. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot here. Keep looking now. That looks like a limestone to me, but it's a lighter gray limestone. Yeah, that's a limestone. Very, very high quality limestone though. Let me try another section. No, this is actually flint. This tricked me. This is flint. It's just the same color as the limestone. So that's 3 different varieties right here. Huh. Crazy. It smells like gunpowder. Smell it? Gunpowder. Alright, my pockets are getting full. I'll try another piece because of that last piece of flint that looked like limestone. Limestone. Limestone.
It looks the same on the outside.
Yep, looks the same as the other stuff, but this is limestone. One of the ways I've been able to tell limestone is these weird ripples in it, as well as it's just super grainy. So I've been doing this for days now, just looking at this. I'm starting to get rock blind again. I can't tell what's what, and when I look up, everything's moving all weird. Like, if anybody's wondering what this is it's a ferro rod and a little piece of ceramic, and it's made by Wazoo Survival Gear. And what you do, I'll show you. Pull this down. Then you take this and you can start a fire with it. So that's an awesome bit of survival gear that you could get for yourself from Wazoo Survival Gear. Go check that out. I'll put the link somewhere like here or down in the comments or in the description or something. I don't know. It's a fun little thing. I always start fires with it, and it's fun. I like it. Yep. I just don't want to leave because I would love to make something big out of this kind of stuff. That is really pretty. Okay. Onwards. Alright, so I found the only place in this section of the state that has any kind of coffee. So I got 2 of them. I got a headache. So, caffeine and Tylenol. Sun's going down. I found some promising locations today, but I need to look into them more. There is some creeks around here that I could get down to, but they are flooded. So I can't see anything in them right now. I'm gonna look for some roadside stuff, I think. We'll see. As of right now, the sun's going down and I'm not sure where to go. Getting dark. I do not think I'm gonna go back to the camp tonight. I think I am just gonna take the straight drive home, and I'll be home at like 3 in the morning. So you guys have a good one. I'll get back to you soon with more videos, more rock hounding, and more adventure, more exploring, and hopefully more sights. We're out here on a creek. I just found some flint. For flint and steel, bushcraft survival, and flint napping. You can make survival tools out of this, and you can make arrowheads out of this. Knives, whatever you need. Yes. Black shirt on the creek. Excellent. New flint and steel kit, some char cloth, and some tinder. I don't know if I'll be able. Got it. just picked up this side of the road gravel. It's on a dogga. I'm gonna try to just nab something from it real fast. See what I can do. These cracks. Alright, I will try the thicker piece first here. Big crack here. And try this space because it's a little bit wider. Stuff is difficult, but it doesn't mean you can't nab it. Some damage right there. All right. Let's see here. See what we could do. Just real quick. Flakes nice with indirect. Gotta be careful, it takes big flakes on this stuff, the way I hit. Alright. Wide flakes too, gotta be careful. Okay. So far so good. Just gotta watch that crack there, it does not look friendly. Let's see here. Can I get rid of it? You see that? Damage in there. Gotta be careful. Might be a little thick, but it's working. All right, got that. see if I can thin it more now. Keep it together in one piece here. Try my best. There's some junk right in the middle that's hanging it up. And if I come in from the other way, there's damage there. Let's see what to do. Got rid of some of it from the tip. Shot down and it hung up right there. Crystal-y stuff. Alright. Been having some battery charging problems on my phone, so I had to come home. I'm gonna fix that up. I have an appointment to go to. I'm gonna go right back out filming more. Some crystal-y stuff in there. Alright. Just go slow. Now I gotta come in from the base a little bit, so that's scary. Let's see. Hold together, please. There we go. Right there. Straight up. Okay. Now I just gotta be really, really careful. Just shape it. Shape it really carefully. Another little thinning flake there. Do what I can. And I broke it. Alright, so let's make a bird point. I knew that damage was gonna get me. So I was going for, I made another point. I uploaded a short from this stuff. And you can see what I did with that one. So I tried to make the same style, like Daltonish, but it didn't want to hold together, this one. That is okay though, I'm gonna get a nice little bird point out of this. Gotta be real careful with that base stuff. Shaping the base, always a problem. Unfortunate. That would have made a nice Dalton. Alright. The base here is still all screwy. Do what we can. There we go. Just got to thin it a little more. Carefully. Hate when that happens. Okay. Stuff, as you can see, works pretty good if you get those angles right. It's a little piece of road gravel, side of the road gravel. And the video's incoming. I'll show you this stuff, where I find it at least. All right. Let's see here. It flakes real easy compared to like Norman skill. The stuff flakes pretty easy. Now, like I said, I have limited battery here and I'm having problems recording, so I had to come home. I'm gonna probably pick up a new phone with more memory and more battery, and then I'm heading right back out. So this is just going to be a very quick demo video on this stuff. It's working really nice. If I put more time into this, you'd see it'd be a nice point. Really fancy. But since I have limited time on camera, I'm just going to shape it up to show you it's doable. You could thin that more too. There's a little bit of damage in there, so I'm not going to mess with that too much for the sake of the video. I do have a lot more of this, so I will be making more videos of this stuff. I like it a lot. I just wish I could have gotten some bigger pieces. These are big enough for arrowheads and spear points. Definitely big enough chunks to do that. But as most of you know, I like making knives. It's great for little hunting points and stuff. This is like really quite good. Just get around that damage early if you can. Alright. Pretty nice. We'll put some notches in. Just like that. As you could see, it's easy to flake. It's good stuff. This is some smelly stuff on a dogga. It smells like petroleum. Just got an alert that I only have 10% battery left. So I'm just going to straighten this out. So the only real mess up is that little cruddy spot there, but nice little bird point. That is about 3/4 of an inch, so that should be legal to hunt with here. I could thin it a little more, but I don't want to mess with the indirect. I would grind this and hit right there to get rid of that mass here. But for the demonstration of this video, that is good enough. And that is from Onondaga Roadside. What I'm gonna do is try to find a place on here that I could hit and start taking flakes off. The way I knew this was flint was the smoothness of it and just seeing some pieces that fractured off. So we'll get started on this, we'll give it a try. I have a few in case it fails. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit on these edges. Like this. That by itself could be an arrowhead. Alright, so we took off this mass right here. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying to thin it. Keep these, could sharpen them up, use them. It's getting thinner and thinner. Now this stuff is not glossy, glassy. I think it's a New York chert. that they blast away in the limestone. And I'll keep working at it. So I'm gonna flip it over now on this edge and get to the lower points to take flakes off this side now. We were taking flakes off that side. There we go. And keep that. Shape it down a little bit. Alright. So now we got a biface just about. Have to thin the base. And to do that, I'm going to grind down on all sides. Just to strengthen the edges a little bit so that when you hit them, they don't just turn to dust. If you grind them like this, it makes them a little stronger. I should probably start down at the bottom when I do this. Alright. I'm gonna do indirect under the knee. Alright, so we're gonna rest this on the edge and hit with an antler. Use a moose antler. So this is the same thing as what I was doing before, just with a direct line, more precise. So like I could line up right here where I made that mark, and it knocks the flake off in a straight line most of the time. We're just going to do this all the way around. Try to thin it more. You see here it's some really rough stuff, so it's going to be difficult to thin this, but we'll be able to do it. Getting a rough shape now. There we go. This is some interesting material. It's kind of glimmery. Does have limestone in it, all this. So we'll try to get rid of some of that. Pretty crummy. So I made this edge low here at the base, and I'm going to try to get rid of this bunch of limestone. So I'm going to grind down. I'll grind all edges just in case. So what I'm going to do is use a smaller bopper, smaller, and aim at that low point there on this ridge. See that bump? We'll see if we can get rid of that. I hold real tight right on the line, and then I'm going to hit into the stone. Not straight down, but into the stone. Went right along that first line and thinned it. And that is limestone. And we're going to need to do that on the other side as well. Alright, bug. So same thing, just grind it down, get to the low point. So it's straightening out now. I gotta be careful with this limestone stuff because it's usually pretty weak. But it looks like we're past the worst of it here. So I'm gonna switch back to my indirect. Go. Getting there. I think this is going to be a pretty point if it survives. Okay. Doing a pretty good job at thinning it. So this is the point where you want to be really careful because you don't know how sturdy the rock actually is if it's gravel. So I'm going to hit right on this corner, not straight into the base, but at an angle. So I'll be hitting right into here in this direction. Still a little thick. I'm gonna take some off this side. That worked. All right. I have the biface now, preform. It's still a little thick there. Let me try to get some of that off. So it's thick here. I'm gonna hit this edge. Alright, so this is about the size I would use on my arrows to make sure they are sturdy. Okay, I'm gonna say this is good enough. I'm gonna grab my deer hide. This deer hide here was actually a deer my uncle killed over 40 years ago. So this deer hide is older than me. All right. So now we're just gonna sharpen it and shape it by pressure flaking. Same process, just pushing flakes off. And just sharpening and thinning the edge, shaping the point. Keep shaping it. Just shaping the tip. This stuff is crumbling a little bit. It's not as sturdy as I would like because of the limestone in it. This stuff is interesting to me. It's a glossy, not glossy, but glimmery. I don't know if I could show it on camera. It's got little sparkles in it. It's black. Strange. Actually just going to try to thin this just a little more. And what I'm going to do is grind the edge here, flip it over, and use the indirect. I'm going to push in, hit down. You can see the dust coming off of this. You don't want to breathe this stuff in. It causes something called silicosis. It's not too nice. Okay. You can see the pattern on there going straight across. This stuff is really hard to thin, but the point out of this material, hunting point, would have been that thick. Around here at least. So, we're just gonna finish sharpening it, put some notches in it, and then it's good to go. I mean, this came from something like that. Just a little piece of driveway gravel. I serrated this edge a little bit, makes it really sharp. So I'm just going to put some corner notches in here, small ones. This ear is a little off, so I'll fix that. Make the notches go just a little deeper. Yeah. That looks good. Put a little needle tip on it. Now you can put this on an arrow or a spear and hunt with it. We're out here on a creek. I just found some flint. For flint and steel, bushcraft survival, and flint napping. You can make survival tools out of this, and you can make arrowheads out of this. Knives, whatever you need. Yes. Black shirt on the creek. Excellent. Always love when I find random flint like this. Yeah! On today's journey, we're going to identify and find a material called flint and chert, which is used in the ancient traditional art of flint napping. Flint and chert stone was crafted to make arrowheads, spearpoints, and knives by ancient peoples, as well as other numerous tools that they relied on for survival. We will also be looking at some examples of ancient artifacts, as well as some modern replications in this video. Stick around to the end, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I will get to them as quickly as I can. Have a good time, guys. Onondaga. I got this crazy piece of gravel here. Let's see what we could do with it. I will do a full napping session later, but for now, I'm just going to see if I can make anything from this. I was working on this, doing some across flaking, and there's some damage in it. I should be able to fix it. Well, that worked. Look at that. Wouldn't exactly flute, but it worked. Kind of stalled out a little bit right here, but I did get it to go a little bit. If I worked on that more, a nice point out of this stuff, just out of gravel. Keep this in mind, guys. Alright, so I have followed this creek for many, many miles now. And as you can see, there's no rocks. So, unfortunate. I don't see any on the other side, nothing. Not a thing. Really pretty though. Wow. All right, new plan. I'm gonna go somewhere else. There is some decent sized chunks here. That's a good piece. And I'm just gonna mark this down. There's more right here. Not the best. So I just looked down here in the creek. And it looks like there's a, yeah, that's a pretty good piece. It's a little tumbled, but I could probably nap that. I'll give it a try. There is some pretty big blocks. This goes down deep, but this is chert right here. But I'm not about to dig something out. So this is pure limestone. So there's more limestone. This I don't think is anything. I'll check it though. Here, hold the limestone. Sandstone.
Oh.
However, what is that? Looks weird. More sandstone. So a lot of sandstone here. There's some quartzite and very little limestone, but limestone is here. Where you find limestone, you can usually find flint. And we did see a few small pieces here. So this is what the limestone in this area looks like. It's usually a blue inside and a light blue white cortex weathering. So yeah, here's a nice piece of limestone right here.
Try that, because
Yeah.
after that last video.
Hear that ring?
Mm-hmm.
Usually means good material. It's cherty. It's limestone with chert. So you can nap this. You can use this. It's just rough, but it'll work, and it's very, very sharp. You could nap this real quick into a spear point or arrowhead. See, it flakes. If it flakes, you could use it. Good stuff. Good limestone here. So that is cherty limestone. It has chert in it. Look around a little bit more. So the road I was on looks very sketchy. So I made a U-turn right here, which was also very sketchy. However, this area is extremely beautiful. So I hopped out of the car and I'm going to film some of it. Look at that. I don't even really know where I am right now. Pretty. There's like nobody here. I'm just in the middle of the woods. It's a dirt road now. Up there was paved. Feels pretty wild. Really enjoying this. Oh. Look at that, guys. Little fall fish. Alright, we'll let him go. Don't know.
Pretty grainy.
Feel how sharp that is.
Ah, jeez.
Quartzite.
Oh, wow. It is. It's weird.
Let's try over here. Yeah, quartzite. Look at that.
It's shiny. Kind of sugary.
Yeah. It's all quartzites and limestone or shale. So I don't know what this is. It's polished. Some kind of slate shale. Just polishes up nice.